So I'm Professor Lucy Kawira Gitonga. I come from Tharaka Nithi County, the part of Tharaka. I'm currently working at Chuka University as the Dean School of Nursing and Public Health, and my area of specialization is reproductive health. My main work is working with girls, but I started my journey as a student at Materi Girls, where actually we are today. And I, as a girl, I encountered a lot of challenges because due to poverty, I used to trek. From my home area to Materi is around 50 kilometers, and I used to trek. And during many times I would walk, and across the river, that is Motonga River, I would go wash my blouse, put it on, and by the time at home, it's already dry. So, and because I was determined, despite the many obstacles, I kept on pressing on. Unfortunately, there were no mentors. So let me just say that it's God who was mentoring me, because that is the time a lot of issues were affecting girls. And they are still there today in my home area. Things like FGM, early marriages, forced marriages were there. And I remember there's a time I was in Form 3, I remember, and my uncle was telling my father that they should sell us off. And we were 8 girls. So he called us, and he was telling us to come one by one to see whether we are pregnant. And he was trying to convince my father to see whether we can drop out of school. But I called my father, and I was bold enough to tell him that as we want to pursue our education, despite all odds. I must say that Materi Girls helped us, because we were 2 of us in Materi Girls, and my sister didn't perform well because of those challenges of early marriages, because she dropped. She finished in December, and by January she was married. But me, I was purposed, I was motivated, and I pursued. That's where I am. Let me say that even when I went to the University of Nairobi, I was late by 2 weeks, because even the letter didn't come early enough. But because again I was determined, I used to keep on saying I have been invited to a university, but I don't know where. So I shared it with another elderly man in my village. He's the one who took me to Nairobi, and that was the first time I went to Nairobi. So after I went and gave out my story, gone and prepared people by the way, because when I reached there, I was given a letter and given 2 weeks again to report. So when I went to the university, I was alone. I didn't have anyone to take me to Nairobi, but because I knew now I was shown main campus, that's why I reported. I didn't have even a single coin. So when I reached Chiromo, I was told that registration has been closed, and we are registering the main in medical school, Kenyatta. And now I again had to forge my way to Kenyatta, and when I reached there, I didn't have money. They looked at me, I was very desperate. I was told, msichana, they used Kiswahili, enda pale kwa kantini kula mandazi ushipe, alafu upate nguvu ya kuongea. So ndio nikaenda. I took a lot of mandazi. The mandazi was very sweet. I took a lot of mandazi, and then after that now, I had somebody inside there, akasema, now if somebody like Saitoti anaweza kula pesa ya serikali, ni this poor girl you are refusing to register. Actually, that's how I was registered. And I pursued my career through work study, being helped by other people, and that's how I finished. Now back to my home area where I come from. I said I come from Igambangombe sub-county. Similar girls are facing the same problem that I'm facing, and the education level there is very low. So I've taken it upon myself as the first professor, I think, from the entire region. And sometimes you'll see I'm getting girls, I'm paying for them school fees. Sometimes I'm going to my former primary school, I'm motivating them, buying for them food stuffs the way I can be, and sometimes buying for them food to keep them in school, because I know what I used to go through without meals when I'm in that primary school. It's called Makambani Primary School. And my brother, we have also taken another step, because there is no secondary school there to take care of those poor girls who would require this school. We've started it, we've been helped by CNDF, and we've been able to build 2 classes. Now they are in Form 2, if I remember, and the girls have problems. And you know, now as a person, I cannot be able to take care of everybody, but we are just imagining that one day the government will register that school. We are following up the process of registration so that those girls who are not able to go to high cost schools can be able to see to be seen through their education, because there are a lot of challenges financially, and even ignorance is the one that is affecting the region. And you see very young girls are getting married at a very early age. So that is what I want to say. At the university, again, now, just like I said, I'm the Dean School of Nursing and Public Health. We are also seeing these problems with the girls, especially those who are coming from poor backgrounds. And I remember sometimes I gather my lecturers, we buy food and we call them and we divide. And food that can take them for a week. Sometimes they fear to volunteer themselves because of stigma, but in class I normally encourage them and give them my story and tell them nobody should drop out of school because of hunger. Sometimes I'm even found paying for them school fees. You find that a girl has, even boys, has a film balance of like 5,000, and this 5,000 I can afford. I pay for them and they clear. I remember there's a girl who came from Kirugoya, and this girl was an orphan. She just came when nursing was starting, and she was enrolled, but this girl didn't have anything. I could even organize an Arambe at Kirugoya and gather the lecturers that are from Kirugoya. Imagine they didn't know her, but me, I used to know her, the girl. I pushed through Arambes, and now she's a nurse who is working in Nakuru. So these stories encourage me, and I do the much I can do within my reach. I'm just saying, out there, girls are suffering. And if we have somebody like the CGI, which Lillian has come up with, and I first of all want to commend it. It's a noble organization that really will empower girls to become resourceful persons in the society in future. Therefore, I call upon all the stakeholders, be it county government, national government, NGOs, to join hands in supporting this organization so that we can have more girls reached and they go through their education smoothly.